The first claim I'd like to make is an inherency claim. The claim I would like to make is that the Electoral College has extremely positive effects on the United States political landscape as a whole. The Electoral College forces widespread support, not just by one group, but by multiple groups and by multiple states. Again, to quote the Kimberling, the Deputy Director of the Federal Election Commission, Office of Administration, for as things stand now, no one region contains an absolute majority of electoral votes required to elect the president. Thus, there's an incentive for presidential candidates to pull together coalitions of states and regions rather than just to exacerbate regional differences. Such a unifying mechanism seems especially prudent in view of the severe regional problems that have typically plagued geographically large nations such as China, India, the Soviet Union, even in its time, the Roman Empire. Essentially, to paraphrase what he said, it forces coalitions and prevents, again, one area, either the entire urban area or the entirety of the country and the farming, rural areas, from forcing their needs and their beliefs on someone else. The needs of someone in the city are hugely different from a farmer in the middle of Missouri. It's neither right nor fair that the votes of one and the beliefs of one should be forced upon the other. And that is one of the effects of the Electoral College, is that it prevents those needs from completely overwhelming, and those people groups from completely overwhelming the Electoral College and picking their vote, their choice, and only their choice. The second point is that the Electoral College also helps to support a two-party system. To again quote the Kimberling, in addition to protecting the presidency from impassioned transitory third-party movements, the practical effect of the Electoral College, along with single-member district system of representation in the Congress, is to virtually force third-party movements into one of the three major political parties. Conversely, the major parties have every incentive to absorb minor party movements in their continual attempt to win popular majorities in the state. In this process of elimination, third-party movements are obliged to compromise their more radical views if they hope to attain any of the more generally accepted objectives. Thus, we end up with two large, pragmatic political parties which tend to be the center of public opinion rather than the dozens of smaller political parties catering to the divergent and sometimes extremist views. The third point is that the Electoral College system prevents the marginalizing of certain social groups and the polarizing the American political landscape. According to Charles Balhoas, in his article, The Moderating Influence of the Electoral College, a popular vote system, by eliminating presidential candidates' incentives to concentrate their appeals on states that harbor a balance of competing views, would almost certainly accelerate this polarizing trend. Whatever the other merits or flaws of the Electoral College system, it still serves as a moderating influence, mitigating the ongoing polarization of American politics.